All right, I enjoyed our last run so much that I wanted to do a few more, and we have not yet unlocked the Fire Dude, but we do have the B-side here. So let's do that, and just see what it's all about. I didn't even get a chance to see. So we have Mana Inversion, which is flipping dice. We did unlock a lot in the last one. We have Ray of Frost, which is even numbers hit hard, and odd numbers are block. Okay, so this seems like a pretty straightforward run, so far at least. Roll 10 dice, gain 2 block. That doesn't seem very interesting. Gain 2 concoction. The next spell cast does not cost a charge. That could be interesting. Or apply Glacial to a random spell. Glacial must be played as the first spell in the turn or else Glacial is removed. Gain 4 block and remove Glacial. Yeah, let's try making that work. That seems interesting. And then where are our elites at? Looks like we can't get 2 elites on this first one. So maybe we just go for quantity of fights. We can go here, here, here. Oh, this goes all the way over to the shop. This map is sometimes very difficult to read. So I can get 1, 2, 3 nodes this way. Before this. Or before this. Then I guess we get a fight. And then we're forced into a shop. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so one of our spells is going to have Glacial. So we have to play an even number first. So we gain 6 block. Oh, but we don't need... We don't need the block right now. So we should go ahead and do that. This... I guess the best we can do is that. Okay, so now we have an even die. So we can do this and gain 4 block. We can flip this over to make it a 4. Get a bit more damage. And then just block up fully. There's an achievement for not taking any damage on an entire run. I think that would be very impressive. And it seems like Glacial is always landing on Ray of Frost. I know that won't be the case forever, but I don't mind it. Let's see. Gain X block, gain X delayed block, or engulf. 9. Gain 3 block, depleted, roll 2 dice. Ooh. Either it rolls 3 dice or we gain more block from it. I kind of like Ice Ward. Let's see if we can make Ice Ward work. It'll be a way to consume our smaller dice potentially. So this gains us, that fully blocks us. Then we don't have a great way to make evens right now, do we? All right, far too much block was generated. So the thing about 3 dice though in Lustrous is if we get a full set, if we put 3 dice in, we could get all 3 dice back. Right? That's what makes it interesting. So like I could do, this is just as an example, right? But I could do 1, 2, 3, and then we get 2 dice back. Turn this into a 6. And we almost have the kill. So what does buried mean? -2 damage received? Okay, I think we can make that work. But yeah, so getting all 3 dice back means that it's a free thing if you can use it, which seems exceptionally strong. I at least like the idea of that. Yeah, 1 die for 18 also sounds really good, for sure. But yeah, I think both are interesting. Maybe you're right. Maybe that is the preferable one. Toxic Vial. Apply poison. Sure. For 5, deal 7 damage. Is that just better than Ray of Frost? That's pretty much just better than Ray of Frost. On odd, gain 1 power. On even, gain... So this is scaling. 5s and 6s, which we have the ability to mint pretty effectively, would gain 2 power and 2 of that. Water Vortex seems pretty darn good as a scaling option. Crush does seem like an upgrade to our main attack. Since basically, so Crush means we can do 7 damage with 1s, 2s, 1s and 2s, and 5s and 6s. So basically anything other than a 3 and a 4 does 7 damage. And we can convert that to include Rupture, which is pretty good, so that it scales a bit if we use it. Brine Bubble is kind of interesting. Always reroll. Oh. It's not great scaling, but it does mean that it's doing... It would mean that it's doing 7, 9, and 11 damage if we use all 3 charges. Let's go for Water Vortex and try and get some scaling going. So in this case, I think we do... We do this because we get back the 2 dice. Deal 4 damage this turn to stop spawning a lesser Shambler. This doesn't get us there. Yeah, so we just can't get there. Such is life. It's a little tough. So odd gains us odd, but we can't play that. So we could gain power and block. That seems reasonably okay. Then I think we do that. I'm a little worried about this fight. Oh, that still doesn't get him there. That's hilarious. The weak is gonna be annoying. So we gain 1 power, we gain some block. I think summons go away if we win the fight, though. Yeah, so we do that. Yeah, the small dice converting into scaling, I think, is good. Gain 2 block, apply 2 poison to a random enemy. Poison Barrier seems quite good. Brine Bubble again, it does seem interesting. Especially if we upgrade it to always reroll. That just means even dice we get free block from. I'm going to take Brine Bubble. I think it fits better with what we're trying to do. And for now, I think we can do away with that. Now, that means that we're only using even numbers. But maybe we can make that work. And I'd rather get more fights before we do that. I think I'm going to immediately upgrade Brine Bubble to always reroll. So that way, I think that's a solid defensive card now. Hello, Skull. How are you doing? Okay, so we can flip this over. Then we can do that. On even. So if we do this, we can flip this over and gain a power. We'll explode next turn. Certainly seems like we might want to do something about that. I'm gonna assume that we have another turn to deal with that. I see. I'm gonna start with Brine Bubbles. See what we get. A little worried about the two of them coming at me next turn. We have no even, so we can't do anything with that. Flip this over, toss it into Brine Bubble. Flip this over. Yes, indeed. We were a little late to getting started with it, Descent, but we did get here. I think I've made my setup overly dependent on even numbers, and fives are kind of worthless now. That's not great. Yeah, I think having the even and the odd was good. We need some way to dump... Gain Fortify. On a 7, roll a dice. Or apply 5 poison on a 10. Ooh, 6s. Poisonous Bile is kind of interesting. But what's the deal with this? So... Gain 1 Fortify. +1 block gained from every spell for the rest of combat. This does seem strong. If we're kind of like building towards something defensive, but I think, at least for now, I think Ice Ward goes out and we do it this way instead, so we have a place to spend our stuff. Eye of the Storm. We get another chance at Poisonous Bile. Forbearance. Deal 8. On dice rolled, -1 cooldown. So if you get a lot of dice rolling, that can be quite good. Eye of the Storm, I don't know about. Let's see. Gain 1 dodge at the beginning of combat. Each turn, -1 countdown to all spells. Or add 1 charge to all countdown spells. None of these kind of line up with what we're doing right now. We're not doing anything with countdown. All right, Illustrious. I don't think we're going to go too long, but we will see. Have a good one. Let's see. Runic Confuser. Add 1 charge to all countdowns, -1 countdown. This one is decent. I think we'll take it. And then I think we go big or we go home. We go for the elite. I think we need to remove enemies, so Not having a way to increment dice feels really hard to work around. I think we need a better attack. Okay, we won't be using Water Vortex, that's for sure. Hate that we can't take advantage of Glacial there, but... Almost got there. Hate to waste my dodge for that small a result, but ooh, okay, we might want to flip something. Sure, we can flip our 5 because we can then take the flipped 5 and re-roll it. Okay, solid. And then we should just be able to carry with Ray of Frost. There we go. Like I said, we need an attack. Winter's Bite. Deal 3 damage. Depleted, roll a dice. Depleted, roll 2 dice. But it's always going to be 3. Winter's Bite is kind of an interesting one. Wash Away. Roll a dice, gain a Surge. Surge applies weak to all enemies. I'm going to reroll this one. I need an attack. Incision. Arctic Point. Deal X damage, reroll lowest dice. Let's try that. I think for now we let Water Vortex go. Or does this just replace? Actually, I think this just replaces and we keep Water Vortex. All right. Elite time. We only get 2 uses out of that, though. Wait. Oh, it still uses up the dice. That makes sense. Sadly, we can't use that. That's perfect that Brine Bubble is there. I think we have to do this. You really can't play around. What is this doing? Fungus armor. Okay, so all we need to do is damage here. But we might as well re-roll some of our evens to see if we get better evens. And this will re-roll our lowest dice. All right. Now, fungus armor, so your deal is gain 10 armor next time you take damage. Okay, so that's going to be a little annoying. And he's doing 12 this turn. Show me more evens. So I could flip this and gain more block. He's doing exactly 12 right now, so let's gain the power instead. I just like that this can take evens and odds. I think that's solid, although we're going to get wailed on a bit here. Okay, this is probably the turn we just want to win. Which we can't do because we only have 2 attacks, unfortunately. Okay. Elite dispatched. Let's see. Whenever a spell deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. Ooh. That seems really good. Let's get Bittertooth. Roll 3 dice, lose 2 health. Gain 2 Hailstorm. Remind me again. Fury when rolling dice. We are rolling a lot of dice. We'll take Blizzard, but I don't know if it actually fits into our deck. I think we'll hopefully survive here. So let's get rid of something. I think Ice Ward is not going to be in the cards for us. No pun intended. All right. I vaguely remember this this Petal Monster. We might not have enough damage for it. That might be our big problem. No evens feels bad. So let's see. Deal 20 damage to stun this enemy. Let's hope we roll an odd. Okay. Okay, we are defended. I should probably be working on some scaling right now. Because when we stun it, we want to be doing a lot of damage on those turns. Glacier didn't really work there. I guess gain a barrier. We'll still lose a hit. We'll still lose our dodge, but should use the 2 there. That would have been the better decision. So if I hit for 6 here, so here's the problem. If I hit for 6, I want to hit for 3, ideally. Because I didn't want him to get... I want him to get stunned at the beginning of my turn. So that I can get maximum value out of him. That did not stun him? That still didn't work out the way that I was hoping it would. We're still doing okay, but taking advantage of the stuns there seems very important. So we're taking 18 this turn. Our barrier almost protects us. We get a heal after this fight, and I think we're going to be okay. Unless... Oh, the 5 power is a little scary. Nobody's attacking us right now, so we're just really looking for our biggest 2 attacks. We need more hits. That would be, I think, the key. But I think with the poison, they're dead, so we're good. Okay. Sounds straightforward. I think our deck is actively pretty bad right now. Receive weak doesn't feel great. We'll take odd dice on odd turns.